Welcome to the English and Chinese news program on Dongnai Essential Television Channel. Continuing to the night sections, on May 10th, the National Assembly held a plenary discussion on the draft law amending and supplementing several articles of the law on advertising. National Assembly delegates strongly agrees on the necessity of tightening the responsibilities of key opinion leaders, KOLs, and celebrities involved in advertising. Delegates proposed clearly defining the conditions and criteria for someone to be considered an advertising communicator, suggesting that they should possess expertise or relevant skills related to the advertised products or service. They also recommended revising and supplementing regulations to enhance the feasibility of establishing liability and compensation mechanisms in case of false advertising, particularly by influential figures. Furthermore, there were suggestions to consider adding joint liability for artists and celebrities if their false advertising causes harm to consumers. Minister of Home Affairs Pham Hithancha has signed and submitted a proposal to the government regarding the restructuring of provincial-level administrative units in 2025. According to the proposal, after restructuring, the entire country will have 34 provincial-level administrative units, including 6 centrally controlled cities. Following the 2025 restructuring of communal-level administrative units, the nation will have a total of 3,321 such units. This includes 3,193 newly formed communal-level units resulting from mergers, consolidations, and adjustments, as well as 128 units that will not undergo restructuring. The Ministry of Home Affairs also reported a high level of public support for the provincial-level administrative units restructuring, with a national average approval rate of 96.19%. Additionally, 100% of the People's Councils at the provincial, district, and communal levels in 52 provinces and cities have voted in favor of their respective local plans for provincial-level administrative units restructuring. Yesterday, May 10th, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development held a hybrid in-person and online conference with locality nationwide. The purpose was to implement Politburo Resolution number 57, dated December 22, 2024. This resolution focused on a breakthrough in the development of science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation within the agriculture and environment sectors. At the conference, delegates, experts, scientists, businesses, and local leaders heard representations on the current situation and solutions for advancing science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation. They also learned about the orientation of the National Assembly and the government in this area. Furthermore, the conference focused on discussing key issues, including the streamlining of the public science and technology organization system towards being learner, more efficient, competitive, and capable of disseminating knowledge to the market. In response to Workers' Month 2025, trade unions at all levels in Dongnai Province are organizing numerous activities to care for the material and spiritual well-being of their members and workers in the area. Under the theme Vietnamese Workers Pioneering the New Era, Workers' Month 2025 features activities aimed at enhancing legal knowledge so that the laborers have a clearer understanding of their rights when participating in trade unions. Additionally, it focuses on raising awareness among workers about crime prevention, cybersecurity, and occupational safety and health. Mr. Hoàng Trọng Vĩnh shares, I hope that trade unions at all levels as well as local authorities will gradually organize more events like this so that we workers have opportunities to interact and learn from friends in all the units. Mr. Winton Pfaff stated, during Workers' Month, the grassroots trade union at our company is organizing a Workers' Family Day event for over 10,000 union members at the Bulam tourist area. In addition, trade union organizations in Binhua City are also carrying out various activities to support more than 3,000 union members facing particularly difficult circumstances. Mr. Wintingham stated, a new aspect of this year's Workers' Month is the organization of a peak month for recruiting union members, establishing grassroots trade unions, and recommending outstanding union members for the party committee to foster and admit. Workers' Month 2025 is taking place during the commemorations of many significant events for both of the province and the nation. Therefore, a series of meaningful and practical activities are being organized with a focus on the workers. In Lâm Hành district yesterday, May 10th, the Executive Board of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Dong Nai Province organized the United Nations Vesak celebration, Buddhist Era 2569, Gregorian Calendar 2025. This year's Vesak celebration carries the theme Solidarity and Tolerance for Human Dignity, Buddhist Wisdom for World Peace and Sustainable Development. In the spirit of Dharma Nation Socialism, the 720 Buddhist establishments across the province are united in continuing to encourage Buddhists to uphold the party's guidelines and policies, as well as the state's laws. They are also emphasizing the strengthening of national unity and actively participating in and contributing to activities that help achieve socio-economic development goals and tasks, ultimately building an increasingly prosperous and civilized homeland. Over the recent periods, the folk dance movement has been widely promoted in Khmer districts and has received enthusiastic support from people across all sections of society. Over the past week, the Khmer District Health Center has been actively organizing folk dance practice sections. This is in preparation for a folk dance competition being jointly organized by the district's Cultures, Information and Sports Centers and the district's Women's Union. Ms. Dahi Hu Hing shares, although the routines isn't difficult, it requires a collective spirit. Everyone practices together, whether they are young or older, and it's always a very joyful and harmonious atmosphere. Folk dance is an easy to learn and easy to remember dance form. Its movements are cheerful and energetic, making it suitable for all ages. In Khmer districts, many folk dance clubs have attracted a large number of women members, especially older participants who attend regularly. Ms. Dong Hyo says, I found that practicing folk dance is a very good way to improve both physical and mental health. That is why our team is dedicated and works hard in practice so that we can participate in exchanges with other groups. Ms. Chung Hee-Vân has shared, we organize these folk dance competitions so that women can interact, learn and improve their technical skills in their dance routines. The folk dance movement is a collective activity that brings people together, creating a sense of community culture.